Flosstube. I'm Carrie.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Sarah.
And we are Three Trail Stitchers. Will you hit the volume and just make sure that the volume is up? Okay. Welcome. If this is your first time joining us, then
This is usually how it goes.
yeah, it doesn't get better than
Yeah,
this.
it really doesn't.
If you are returning, thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. I hope we don't scare you off or
Great.
freak you out or anything like that. So not much going on. We went and ate in a restaurant. Well, sort of. We ate on the patio.
Which was nice.
Yeah,
It was nice.
it was a little windy. It was a little cold,
windy.
but no, it was nice. We went to one of our favorite places, Nick and Jake's. There's a few locations in Kansas City. And we ate on the patio and we had our favorites. We had Irish nachos
Grandma's chicken.
and grandma's chicken. And I had the cheddar jalapeno grits. Yeah, which are really good. So that was an adventure, trying out that vaccine. What you can do. You gotta try it out, make sure it works. So it was nice. And there was no one else on the patio because it is really windy today.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was nice to be like in public, and the waitress was really nice, and it was a good experience. So
It was.
So it was nice.
It was nice.
it was nice.
It was nice.
It was so nice.
Very nice.
But we will go ahead and get into stitching. Finishes, anyone?
I have a part of a finish
Yeah.
for a Sal. So this is the, what is it? Cozy Cafe
Cozy Cafe.
stitch along from the Frosted Pumpkin. And that's part number 1.
Part 1.
And this is the called for floss, but fabric that I dyed myself, 14 count, 8
Because we cannot get
of
picture this plus opal to save our
Yes,
lives
no.
because we didn't get the original kits because we missed out. So
and it's out everywhere.
yeah, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. you
Let's
can't-
just say that. It doesn't-
It's like
I
a
don't think it ex-
unicorn
I don't think it
now.
exists
Yeah.
anymore. So
That's my only finish.
so I guess I will show my pseudo finishes. Sorry, I had to set stuff on the floor because I have too much stuff. That's not it. So I finished the whatever part, 4th part, 5th part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5th part of the
5
Christmas
parts.
wreath. I can't reach very far. So this is where it is. It was that part above the Santa with the gift, the lights, the star, and the bubble light.
That's really, I love the bubble light.
I do too.
I put on Instagram, some of you may see it, that each time I get this, I'm like, oh, that looks like a smaller part. It looks more manageable. And spoiler alert, it's never a smaller part. So this took me a while because I started it, I sat it aside, and then I got it back out, but I just decided I want to finish it because I really want to keep up with it, but I don't know. Sometimes you're just, when it's starting to be like 70 degrees outside, you're sometimes not in the mood for
Christmas stuff. Yeah.
And then I also pseudo finished. I mean, I didn't finish, so let's. The next part of my made to create because I made a mistake. So here's where it is. Is that the right side? Yeah.
Yeah.
So my tape measure's not done. There's still thread hanging on the back because I'm 1 stitch short in my tape measure, and I'm a really anal retentive counter, like OCD style. So I'm really mad at myself. And I'm just going to leave it until I stitch. So it's 1 stitch shorter on this end, I guess I should say, right? Because I took a stitch out like here, I'm missing a stitch. So I'm just going to leave it because the C will go here, and then the T and the E, the tape measure stretches all the way over. And if it's not, if the
okay.
letters are not going to affect it, I'm not going to rip out what I've done. So I may just stitch the rest of this and all the parts and then decide if I'm going to frog out the tape measure. And that tape measure,
I didn't
And I've
realize it
heard-
went all the way across.
yeah. And I've heard it pretty much, it'll go at least all the way under the T. I don't know if it
Oh,
goes past the E, but I've heard other people say like the tape measure is the bane of their existence. And I mean, I love this pattern and I love stitching it, but that tape measure is really long. It's just like lots of like rows of like 5 or 6 stitches.
Yeah.
And so that's finished in my mind for this month. So whips.
You don't have anything finished?
I don't have anything finished.
okay.
Oh, I keep forgetting to bring my Easter dome.
Oh,
Oh yeah. I did
Dang
finish
it.
my MI Studios Easter dome, but it's.
We'll bring it next time.
I'll bring it next time. So you want to do your whips first, since we both talked?
yeah, you do your whips first.
Oh, okay, that's out of order, but that's fine.
It's chaos.
That's out of order. It's chaos. I can't handle
You're
it.
out of order.
So I started this last weekend. It's the blue flower. It's Huckleberry Farm. And it's something we've been wanting to stitch because it kind of reminds us of Oregon and makes us think of where our grandmother grew up. So I wanted to get it started so that it could be one of my whips for April. And so that's what I have done.
That's
The
good.
top part of the house.
I can't wait to see that finished.
And once I get the house, I'm gonna start on these border pieces because this fabric is like, I have 1 inch to spare. So I want to make
Yeah, I
sure.
would make sure you have enough room. I'd go up and do.
I
that
want to
one.
make sure I have enough room. So I'll probably go over and work on both the border sides and then.
Is
work
that
on the
Be
middle.
Stitch Me fabric?
This is the Be Stitch Me. This
Okay.
was the fabric
Through
of the month.
Through the
Through the stones.
Through the
through the
stones.
stones.
Through the stones.
Through the stones.
So,
Sousaphones.
so this will be one of my April whips. That's your whip. That's my whip. And yeah, that's my plan. and whip.
Okay, I have 2 whips. Do you have something to.
We'll hold upstairs. Notebook behind
So
it.
this is my witch board. It's not very exciting because I've just done a little bit of more of the gray that goes all the way down.
I love that.
I love the pattern, but like when you're just working on this huge gray piece, it's like
Mhm.
never ending.
Yeah.
And then I don't have a pattern over. When we went to the Silver Needle, I
Mhm.
bought a pattern that's says "Welcome to our neck of the woods," and I started it
I'll put this pink, hot pink behind
so it
That'll
could be
look
part
weird.
of my April whip thing. And I just have 3 of the letters done. It took me hours to do because of the ombre
Yeah,
effect.
it looks really good though.
I figured it would fly. Oh no. But and it's on Fiddler's Claw. It's my first Fiddler's
Oh,
Claw.
what do you think?
It's kind of stiff,
It is stiff.
but I don't mind it.
I think my stitches look good on it though,
Yeah, I don't.
because it's
Yeah,
stiff.
I like it. It's the first time I've ever used it.
Yeah, I'm a
so.
fan. I'm a Fiddler's Cloth fan.
And those are my
Fiddler
whips.
fan.
My whips.
I have no whips because I was stitching on that wreath until pretty late last night. And then I went ahead and like, in my plans, I'll show you, but I put all the thread and stuff in bags for the 2 other stitch alongs that I'll be starting. So I have no whips. Because I did my whips. So haul, you want me to do haul?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got haul. No whips, but all the haul. So, and none of this will be stuff that started anytime soon because of all the whips April. So I wanted a couple patterns and I decided to order them from Bobby at Pumpkin Creek Primitives because I think she's great.
Oh, she's wonderful.
And I like throwing my money at nice people.
Yes.
So
She's
I mean, not
wonderful.
just randomly in the streets, but you know. So I ordered these 2 are the ones I had her order, and she was so fast because she had to special order them. And she was like, well, I think it was last week. She's like, I placed my order on Thursday, and I was like, okay, you know, and then
her shipping is always
I
Seems
think
like it's
Tuesday
super
she
fast.
sent me that she had put the link up for what, you know, that I could purchase them. And then so I paid for them right away, and then I got them yesterday.
yeah. And
So
she
fast.
always sends a cute little like things
Yes,
like
and which I
candy,
accidentally dropped on the floor.
like little candy and like little stickers.
Yeah, like
and-
tea.
My last
So-
thing I bought from her, I got these amazing like horror stickers. It's like a
Oh yeah.
like a Chucky sticker and Michael Myers and it's super cool.
So these are the 2 that I ordered. And then when I got the link, of course, I bought 2 more things because it's like, you only need $15 for free shipping. And then I'm, you know.
Yeah.
So I bought this one by, it's Little House Needleworks, but it's Tumbleweeds. It's the, I'm sorry if there's a glare. It's the Calamity Jane quote. It says, I figure if a girl wants to be a legend, she should just go ahead and be one. I'm not sure if that's what it says on the front, but that's the full quote.
Yeah.
Yep, it says that. And I love this because I have some like cowgirly stuff up in my house.
Yes.
And then I bought, because now I want all the tumbleweeds, I bought Broken Arrow Ranch, which I like.
I like that one.
I have another one that's on order from Cecilia's, but it hasn't shipped and I'm not sure. It's been a while. And then the other two that I ordered that I just added because I wanted to is Flosstube Friends, which a lot of people are stitching along, including Bobby, but I probably won't start it anytime soon. This thing is 341 by 136.
Oh my goodness. It's adorable.
So that's
Wow.
a long pattern. But anyway, I love it. I especially love this like plaid dress
Yes.
on the one. So I'm sure you guys have seen this, but because it's been all over. But so I bought this and I'm excited about that. And then, you know,
That's
to get
super
that
cute.
free shipping, I need one more thing. And so this was on there and I love it. It's called Quaker Gone Haunted. And it's probably an older pattern, but
Ooh, I love
it's by
that.
Michelle Inc. This one, by the way, is from October House Fiber Arts, if you don't know. This is from Michelle Inc. Needlework Designs. And I really, really like it.
Ooh, I love it.
I don't know when I'll stitch it. It's not huge. It's 193. Well, I mean, it's big. It's 193 by 190.
It's good size.
Scratch that, reverse it.
That's one of those things that I would be like, oh, it's not that big. And then I
But
saw it,
it's
huge.
it's stitched in silken colors from the Thread Gatherer and Simply Wool from Gentle Art. And I won't be doing either of those. I'll just find some thread I like. But I love it.
I do love
Isn't
that.
it neat?
Yeah.
It's very, I love how it's
cool.
like sort of like mossy. I'm sorry, mossy, like you would see moss on tombstones.
Yeah, it's
Very
amazing.
cool. Okay, and then from 123, I had to buy fabric for my Dreaming Frida because I wanted to try the vintage country mocha because I've never stitched on it. And fabric can't travel alone. So I bought this another Little House Needleworks, and this is called These Is My Words. It's an older one, a sampler, and I just really like it. I don't know, I'm just feeling like prairie, western,
Yeah.
I don't know. I just really like it.
No, I do too. I like that.
And then the last thing I got issues. Not too much this week. I mean, I didn't buy this all this week. They just came this week. Is I bought this pattern from Gira, who is on Instagram under her real name, which is Kyoko Maroka, which I could pronounce that. I could be pronouncing that wrong. And I love her patterns.
Oh,
I did the
sweet.
Anne Frank pattern of hers, and this makes me think of my grandmother
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very much so.
so much. And so I bought this one to do at some point. Oh, and then there's one more thing. Sorry. This I got last week, and this is not cross stitch related. One of the teachers I used to work with, who moved back to Georgia a few years ago, her and her kids are very crafty, and you know, she makes cups and shirts with her Cricut and that kind of stuff. But her daughter opened her own Etsy store, and it's called Kay's, K-A-Y''S, Kay's Fidgets, and they're little fidgets. And there's a unicorn shaped one. I think she had 3 up when I bought this, and I immediately bought one. It was only like $6.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's silicone.
It's actually kind of fun to play with.
Yes, and it's like you can just set it on the table and pop the bubbles and then pop them back out. So it's going to go on my desk at school, but I thought some of you guys might enjoy it either for yourself or for your kids or grandkids, or it's just fun. And for like $6, and it's supporting, she's like a, 10, 11-year-old entrepreneur who's just decided to start her own business. So I thought that was cool. So Kay's Fidgets on Etsy. And now I'm done.
I don't have any haul.
Oh, okay. I have a little bit of haul. I ordered 2 Plum Street sampler patterns last week. They originally came out in England, but then they showed up on 123 Stitch. Carrie told me they were available, and I wanted them very badly when I saw them come out in England.
Yeah.
So I got Bigfoot Bunch
I love these
They're
so
so cute.
much.
and Abominable Bundle. And I will probably start these in May after we're done with all the whips April.
Yeah.
And now I want patterns of all
Like cryptozoology.
Yeah.
yeah, so I want them all. I want like Loch Ness Monster, and I want Mothman, and I want them all. So I'll be on the hunt for more of these. And then I ordered some needle minders from Rebel Stitcher on Facebook, and they came. I ordered the You've Died of Dysentery like my sister did, because, you know, Oregon Trail was life. And then I ordered her grab bag where you got like 5 needle minders for $10.
And
which
there's
is
some good
cheap.
ones.
Very, yeah.
I love the Scream one.
I
Yeah,
love the
avocado.
Scream one because it's like a little upside down avocado and
What's
that little
one
sloth,
on oh yeah, the sloth.
the sloth hanging from it. He is super because he's just got attitude for days.
Cute.
So those are my purchases.
All right, well.
That's my haul.
Okay, so for plans, we are doing something that we thought up called hashtag all the whips April, where we are trying to touch some of our whips that have been sitting around. So I am allowing myself 2 new starts just because they're stitch alongs that I was going to start anyway. So those are what I'm going to, I worked on kitting up last night. So this is my cozy cafe, which is ready to go. I'm doing mine on fiddler's cloth. I'm kind of afraid that I was telling Whitney that the ecru might not show up.
Like I mean, on mine, and it's like I have a pinkish color fabric. It
Mhm.
doesn't show
So,
great.
yeah.
I kind of want to take that fiddler's cloth and dunk it in that rose quartz.
Ooh, that might be.
I've got mine today. Do
Yeah.
we have rose quartz here?
And so I have that all kitted up and ready to go. And then I also kitted up Dreaming Frida from Barbara Anna. The first part came out yesterday. No, April 1st, which was not yesterday. Today's the 3rd. And so I have that and I'm doing it on the called for, except she calls for 32 count, vintage country mocha, and all I could get was 14 count. And I've got the colors, the whole shebang. So the first part, if you've not seen it, it's gonna be really hard to see, but it's the bottom corner that's like cacti and plant. I mean, I'm very
It's gonna be
excited.
awesome,
I have
yeah.
a Frida Kahlo thing. I'm just very excited about it. So, but those are my plans. And then for like immediate, and then my other plans to do this month is I'm going to touch and I try to spend at least a week on my national parks piece from Frosted Pumpkin, my Judith Kirby Halloween houses. I have one house done, need to do the other one. And probably the Michael Myers Halloween house from Witchy Stitcher.
Yes.
But then I purposely left in time to do my stitch alongs because I don't want to get behind.
Right.
And I have 20, and there's another stitch along. I lied. There's going to be 3 starts because the Wizard of Oz, the 3rd part of that comes out, or the first part of that comes out April 10th.
I can't wait to see that one. Like,
I'm very excited,
to
and
see
that is
one.
technically a whip because I have art. So that's not
Yeah,
a
you
start.
already started,
Yeah.
so
I
it
did the
counts.
border.
So those are really your only 2 new starts, you liar.
Yeah, and I could have gotten the Cozy Cafe started, but I really wanted to get my wreath done and my.
Well, that's how I was with the Cozy Cafe, is I really wanted to get this started because I want it to be in my rotation.
Yeah.
But go ahead, I'll tell my plans.
Oh, my plans. Oh, well, I'm done with that first part, so April will be over when the next one comes out. But I'm going to keep working on the Welcome to Our Neck of the Woods, my witch board, and then I didn't bring it with me, but I'm going to try to start back up on the Fat Quarter Shop stitch along they did
Oh,
last
Fright Night.
October called Fright Night.
That's
And
a good
I'm
one. You're pretty far.
I think I'm on the 3rd. I think there's five parts.
Are you on the house?
Yeah, I'm on the.
Yeah.
I've done the top part of the house. So
Oh,
the
yeah.
bottom part of the house.
You have maybe 2
So,
parts left.
Yeah, it's close.
That's doable.
So those are the ones I'm planning to work on. I don't have anything else like kitted up or ready to start unless something speaks to me. But I really want to get this witch board done. It'll probably
I
be my
love
main
that so
focus.
much.
Yeah. The last part of Lindy Stitches came out March 31st, so I will be finishing that up. So that'll be one of my whips. I'll spend a week on Huckleberry Farm. I think I'm going to dunk my fabric in the rose quartz after we're finished with this video. And then when it dries, I'll start my Cozy Cafe. And then I'm probably going to pull out one of my Good Morning Maui's that I've started, either my Muppet Show or my Harry Potter.
I really want to
Oh,
do the
yeah.
Haunted Mansion one, but it's like another big project.
I have the Haunted Mansion one all kitted up. I don't know if I have.
I thought you started it. Oh, no, you were doing that other.
No, I
Haunted
was doing
Mansion.
that other one. I don't think I'm going to continue that one.
There's
I
a
think-
new Haunted Mansion stitch along coming out, right?
It's like a box.
It's a box. Okay.
Park Hopper Bart shared it. on Instagram the other
Sorry.
day and I sent it to these guys and it's like 31 days of Haunted Mansion or
Yeah,
something,
something like that.
which I'm sure I can't afford to buy.
Probably
but
not.
Probably not.
But
I mean, maybe I could
interested to
afford it,
see.
but I probably should not do
But
it.
it doesn't cost us to window shop, so
Yeah.
we'll probably be window shopping that. So I'll pull out one of my Good Morning Maui's and spend a week on that too, so.
Yeah, so if you want to join us, feel free. We usually do a designer each month, but we decided this month to set that aside and do all the whips April. If you've got whips you want to work on, you don't have to be as strict about it as us, although am I really that strict because I'm starting new things, but
No, there are no rules.
but we all have whips sitting around and I felt like it was a good way to maybe make a dent. So I don't feel guilty if in May during Mania, I want to start all the big things,
All the things.
which is what I'm thinking of doing, is starting a bunch of big stuff. So feel free to join us. And then in May, we'll choose a new designer.
Yep.
That can be added into our
Are you gonna show your book?
Mania goals.
Oh, okay, so I made these stitching books for Carrie, Whitney, and I at Christmas. Good, show yours. And it's just got pages for a little bit of everything, stitch alongs, what
Do
you're
you know where
doing
you
each
got the pages
month.
from?
I got the pages.
I'll show one.
I did say it on one of our videos.
We can try to share it next time if we don't remember. but-
Yeah, we'll share it next time. I have it saved somewhere. And so I thought I had promised Whitney and Carrie I would make covers.
I was trying
So
to find a month that I had actually written.
there you go.
like, a
She's
lot of
actually
stuff in.
used hers. Carrie and
Yeah.
I really haven't, even though
There's
I
like
put them
one
together.
page.
And I promised I would make covers for them. So last night, and this is, the cover is a tutorial from Birdcage and Thread. She's on YouTube and she has awesome tutorials. My, the sew away bags or the sew together bags I've made. I bought the pattern from Sew Demented, but I was kind of having trouble working through it. I'm a very visual person. And so she had great tutorials on that. So her tutorials are amazing. They're amazing if you follow the directions. So when you go to make one of these, you measure all the way around your notebook and you measure the height. And then you add a 1/4 inch. Be sure to add the 1/4 inch, because if you don't, your covers come out too small and then you get angry and you chop off the bottom of your book and make a big fat mess. If you want to see the mess, you can go to my Instagram page and check it out, because I got angry and I was going to make my notebook fit no matter what. And then you throw a fit and you say you're never ever going to sew again. And you go to bed angry and you wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning and you decide, you know what, maybe I will sew again and add the 1/4 inch. And sure enough,
It's perfect.
fits perfect. And this time I did the little pen pocket. I've never done that before, but it was super easy
And
to
it
add.
has
the
a
pen.
little page.
And I even added little page markers out of
Oh, that's
some
cool, rickrack.
rickrack. Yeah, I found it. I stole it from mom.
Rainbow rickrack.
Yeah, I know. I stole it from mom. I was like the only one she had. So anyway, if you like, and I love her tutorial because she teaches you how to make a book cover for literally any book on the planet.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, because you go off measuring the book and work from that, but add your 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
And hers looks really
Which, you know, what would be cool is to cross stitch something and then put it into fabric and then make a book.
well.
cover out of that.
And one of my,
Yeah.
like in my head, when I envisioned all this last year around Christmas,
Mhm.
I envisioned cross stitching each of our names and putting on
Oh,
the
yeah.
cover.
Oh, yeah. I like it the way it is.
So
Right.
I will be making a cover for Carrie's stitch book, which
I
she
feel like I
doesn't-
She
need-
doesn't use.
She doesn't
She
use
doesn't
it
use it.
shouldn't use it. But I figure she could use it for something else, because you know she could always keep a notebook by her chair and write down stuff from Flosstube and things like that.
Yeah, that's true. I should, because I
and-
never remember.
I never use mine because I'm a horrible person. And so I am going to make me a different one. And I'm going to kind of do the same thing as just have a book by my chair to write
Yeah.
notes and stuff down.
Yeah.
So
I use mine. That's
Whitney
what I
Lynn
get
uses hers. She's a fabulous person. And that's why I really wanted to get her cover right. Because I was like, of the three of us, she's wonderful and uses
She's the
hers.
only good
and
person.
She's
I've
the only
been
good person.
I even checked off all my flaws.
Shut up, Whitney Lynn.
Everything.
Anyway,
So that's probably it for cross stitch, but we're gonna
ramble a little longer about what we're, now you have to stop because now
I
you're
want to
making
finish.
noise.
No, it's now we can stop.
Now there's a break. There's one more bubble.
Oh my God.
About what we're watching, listening to, or reading, little media corner.
I'm actually reading
Um,
something this week.
So if you don't want to listen to us anymore, which I totally understand,
we get it.
feel free to click off
Yeah.
and we'll see you next time. But if you want to hear us, don't forget to join all the whips April if you want to work on your whips.
And if you like us,
No
subscribe.
pressure.
Yeah, like, subscribe.
No
Do the thing.
pressure.
When we get to 500, we're gonna do another giveaway.
Yeah, we're gonna actually make bags that we have cut into pieces, like they're all ready to go, and we just haven't sewn them.
So
And
that's
we'll
what
give
we're,
away a bag.
We're gonna do that today.
we are gonna do some of those today. Yes.
Yeah. So I would just had like, you know, where you just have a thought. I was just like, I've got to put those in the crock pot because we have to put, we're having like snacky
And
stuff for
we gotta
dinner.
make brownies
We're having like hors d'oeuvre stuff
Oh,
for
yeah,
dinner
and brownie
Uh,
sundaes.
because we ate so much for lunch, and I was gonna make Little Smokies, and I have not put them in the crock pot yet. So anyway, but
Welcome
if you
to
want to
Random
hear
Corner.
what, if you want to hear our media corner, we're going to start it now. So do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first? Or do you want to-
I can go first. Mine's not gonna take very long. I am not reading anything. I listened to a couple small town murders this week, like their two most recent ones. I got really excited because on Amazon Prime they had season 2 of Creep Show, but it was only one episode, which was disappointing. But I
That's
watched
weird.
it. Yeah, so I don't know if it's gonna be like
like one a
like a
week.
weekly thing, or because I just saw the commercial like season 2 is up on Amazon Prime and it was just one episode. So I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I think that's all that I've really been watching. I'm still watching the originals. I watched the Law and Order Organized Crime, which was good.
Anyone else excited about
The crossover episode was pretty good. So I just watched that.
Oh my God.
But that's pretty much it. Nothing too exciting.
Go ahead.
that? Okay, well, hold on to your hats. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
Listening to, I think last week I'd caught up on The Opportunist, and I'm done with it. It's ended.
Oh, okay. I haven't listened to that.
Okay. Spoiler alert. It's crazy. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it is crazy.
Spoiler alert, it was crazy in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's really well done. I highly recommend that one. It's only 8 episodes, which is totally doable. And then I basically listened to quite a few of my favorite murders. I was telling them that if you're not a fan, this won't matter to you at all. And I totally get that. Everybody likes their own thing. But they've been doing throughout quarantine and COVID and stuff, they've been doing like either, it used to be they would each do a story each week. And then they did a lot of live shows because I'm sure they needed a break too. I mean, this year's been rough on all of us.
Right.
Mhm.
And then they would each choose a story from a live show, and they called them quilts. They would like quilt them together and do that. Well, this week's episode was they each told a story. They introed it the same way they always have. It just felt like early My Favorite Murders, and it was just like really good for my soul. They were both good stories. And I just really enjoyed it. So if you've gotten away from My Favorite Murder because you don't like live shows or you don't like the quilted together shows, maybe give the newest one a try because it was enjoyable. Watching, I watched the Special Victims Unit Organized Crime. Like I'm like an old school Law and Order fan. Like
She has a dance.
yeah, to the music. Mom and I, I've always watched it when growing up with my mom. I mean, Law and Order was on for a huge part of my life.
Oh, it's been on forever.
And then I watched Special Victims. I watched Criminal Intent because I love Vincent D'Onofrio. I watched Law and Order Los Angeles, which was only a season and it was so good. Anyway, I digress. So when I heard the only, like, it was, to me, it was like the one good thing to come out of 2020 was when I heard that Chris Maloney was coming back. And
he looks pretty good too.
He looks good.
Yeah.
They said he turned 60 yesterday, his birthday.
Really? Wow.
I mean, yeah, if you're a Maloney fan, you're not going to be disappointed. And it was really good. It was a good reunion. It was well done. I think I'll like the new show. It seems different than anything else. It seems like it's going to be more a continuing storyline.
Yes.
Is Chris Noth on it too?
Chris Noth was the original Law and Order.
Oh,
and then he was
okay.
on Criminal Intent for a short time.
All right.
My only complaint about Law and Order Organized Crime, which maybe I shouldn't complain because I feel like I love how this is just like a media podcast or a Flosstube now. It's just
Right,
like-
yeah.
My only complaint is that it does not have a spoken word beginning, like, you know, in the criminal
Oh,
justice system,
yeah.
how each of the shows has that like intro. This one does not. And
I didn't even
I was
realize
literally, when it
that.
started, I was like, hell, what now? How do you not have that? And I don't get the dun, dun, you know,
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah. So anyway,
Do your dance.
no, I thought it was good. The
Tried
only
both.
other thing I've really watched is Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Anyone else? Because it's so good. I watched the first episode when it came out, and then I hadn't watched it for a couple weeks. So I watched episodes 2 and 3 last night, and I texted both of them, and I'm like, you
Mhm.
got to get on this.
She
like
was in
I-
capital LOVE.
Yeah, it's so good. I watched WandaVision, and I love WandaVision. And this is a completely different type of show, but I love this equally as much, if not more than WandaVision, because it feels like old school Marvel, you know, like Captain America, like the movie Winter Soldier or that kind of thing. I really like it. I think those two are really funny together, like in real life and in the show. So if you're a Marvel fan at all and you have not watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, get on it because it's really good. And then reading, I kind of set aside everything else I was reading, and I picked up one night a kid's book called The Amelia Six, because I built that Amelia Earhart thing. I think it's just been on my mind. And it's by Kristen L. Gray.
Did you borrow that book from me?
No,
'Cause
I
I
got it.
bought
I
that
checked
book.
it out from my library.
Oh, okay. I actually have that book at home.
And it's about a group of girls who win a contest and get to spend the night at Amelia Earhart's childhood home, which is in Atchison, Kansas. You know, just 40 minutes away.
Just 40 minutes.
I told Sarah and Whitney, it's
Sorry.
just 40 minutes away. And Whitney goes, she's like, it's like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like,
40 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Carrie's-
Everything in Kansas City is like,
Yeah.
it's like 40 minutes
Yeah.
away.
Tulsa's just 3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah. Anyway, and it's really good. I'm only on like chapter 4, but they end up solving a mystery kind of a thing. So I like it. And that's it.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. She was really boring.
That's so hurtful.
Reading. So the last few weeks I've been doing recorded readings for my 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade teachers if they want them, called First Chapter Fridays. And I had a 4th grade teacher that asked about, like, she wanted to introduce her kids to different genres. So I pulled the fantasy genre this week, and the book I pulled was Kingdom Keepers, which is the first in a series by Ridley Pearson. I always want to say Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not the director, Ridley Pearson, the author. And it's about 4 kids who are kind of like holograms. They're turned
Yeah,
into
they're like
holograms,
holographic hosts at Disney World.
but they get pulled at night from their dreams into Disney World to solve a mystery and fight the overtakers. And so it's something I'd read a few years ago, but reading the first chapter to the kid, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna keep reading this. So that's what I've been reading. I listened to The Opportunist number 7. I need to listen to number 8. And then the new Tenfold More Wicked started this week.
Yeah.
So I listened to episode 1 of that.
What's it about?
It's like a Texas, it's a family in Texas and like a
He was
family secrets and murder and
well, and he was like a Texas Supreme Court judge that
Oh,
everyone respected and really liked. And it's kind of, I don't know. She tells you in the very first episode, you're going to think you know what's going on, but you don't. And so I
Yeah.
think I know what's going on. And obviously I probably don't,
Don't.
but
Yeah.
we'll see. It's really good. She just has a very calm voice. I really want to get her book, American Sherlock, and start listening to it again. And then I went back and watched some Datelines, and I watched the one, we had watched it. We had a dinner at Mom's one night and we had started it. It was the guy, it's the one that's like 3 episodes, The Widower
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
And just when you think,
Just when you think you know what's happening, that's another Law and Order thing.
Yeah.
Wait for that Law and Order twist.
yeah, there was twist after twist. And then apparently, like, by the time you get to the end of it, he's been convicted and the jury,
Spoiler alert.
I don't care.
She's gonna spoiler. it
Okay,
for everybody.
spoiler. I'm
Spoiler.
spoiling it. I don't care. Because it was on several weeks ago or a month ago or something. So if you haven't watched it, that's your own fault, just like mine. But now he's won an appeal.
Oh,
And he can go back to court and he can totally be acquitted. And you know he did it. You know he did it. So anyway, I watched that like an episode each night this week, and then that's really it. I think tomorrow I will be watching
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and then I need to finish Tell Me Your Secrets.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
think
good.
I've only got a couple episodes
I
left.
don't know what
Try
I'll
that
watch
one.
tomorrow.
So that's it for me.
All right, we rambled.
We did. We rambled.
Today I
A
feel like
lot.
our cross stitch stuff was fast and our media corner was like 20 hours long. So. But we all watch stuff while we're stitching. And I told Mom, I'm like, I'm sure like we're not for everyone. I'm sure some people don't like our media corner, but I like hearing what people are reading, especially what they're reading or what they're watching, because I'm like, oh, I haven't heard of that. I need to go
Yeah.
do that. I need to go watch that. And I think so many people,
Well, I think
Like-
put something on in the background, whether
Yeah.
you're like super focused on it or not.
Yeah, no, I need
yeah,
to
and
have
that's
something.
what, so sometimes I definitely need, like, I can't, if I'm super into something or I'm watching like a British mystery or something like that, like I have to pay attention more.
Yeah, you can't stitch when you're watching. that
Even
kind of
like
stuff.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I was like, I probably should not be stitching while watching this,
Yeah.
because I'm like, who's that person? What happened? But it doesn't matter because it's so good. So that's probably it for us. Yeah, I was gonna say something else. Feel free to join All the Whips April if you'd like to. Subscribe if you want to. Like Sarah said, when we reach 500, we will do a giveaway. You know, when that happens in the year 2050. Go check out some other floss tubers. There's this thing going around on Flosstube right now where it's like highlight your favorite floss tuber, and Memphis Sarah, who's great. She just released her other floss
She
tube.
is
I'm
great.
like,
She's
she's
really
so
good.
like with it and together, and like she's just really good at doing floss tubes.
Yeah,
And I
she's
was-
like 2 in and we're like
Yeah.
30 something in.
We're still a
And
hot mess.
And we're
she
just
needs
a-
to send us some tips.
It's
because
part of our
yeah,
charm.
we
The
are-
hot mess is our charm.
yeah,
It's like our thing.
she's just got it all together and
Yeah.
we're just like,
And her projects are really neat. She's
what
done
are we
some
doing?
just really cool stuff. So but so thank you to her for tagging us in that. And like I like looking at those because I figure if people I enjoy watching, if there's someone that they enjoy watching, chances are I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
like
like
that
it,
person.
yeah.
So I don't know. I just really enjoy the community and people reaching out on Instagram and like, you know, saying,
Yeah,
oh, I
it's
like
really
this, or
nice.
have you
Yeah.
seen this?
Mhm.
Or
yeah.
sending Disney stuff back and forth because so many of us are Disney nerds. So by the way, the CDC said it's
Safe to travel.
they said it's very low risk for vaccinated people to
Vaccinated
travel,
people.
which is sort
Sorry,
of like
vaccinated people.
whoo, because Carrie needs some Disney in her life. I'm just gonna be honest. It's been a rough year. It's been 2 years in June since we've been. So anyway, we will let you go so that we can go make bags. So
And
Sarah can be
brownies, Little
bossy
Smokies.
and make. I gotta put those Smokies in the crock pot. People
Make
don't
the
let me forget.
brownies. And yes, I get to be bossy while we make bags.
And I hope you guys have a great week. I hope the weather where you are is as amazing as it is here.
It's
so
really
nice.
nice.
It's I don't want to brag, but Missouri right now, and I think we deserve it because we live in Missouri.
Yeah.
It's pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't mean we won't get like it's not fall spring. We're fully
Yeah.
aware that we could have an ice storm at any moment,
It's
but
true.
we're gonna love it while we can.
Yeah.
So I hope you're having great weather. Get outside, do some stitching, stay safe, stay healthy, and we will see you next time.